Up next in our coverage of Major League Baseball, it's the Washington Nationals against the New York Mets. Should be one to remember.
The Washington Nationals against the division rival, the New York Mets. Welcome the Nationals on the road for this one. The big bat of David Wright, an MVP candidate every year. Happy to be with you, our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We've got Dylan G. He's the starting pitcher. And Steve, what's he looking at as he sees this Washington lineup?
A good right-hander on the mound in this one, and if he executes the scouting report against this lineup, it shouldn't be too difficult for him to come up with the outs necessary to...
Now we'll see how Davey Johnson's lineup looks. And our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, you get offense from your catcher, and you just have the bonus plan, and that's Kurt Suzuki. Guy that can do a lot of things offensively, hits for high average, can hit the ball out of the ballpark on occasion, but he's...
Play ball! Our leadoff hitter is Denard Span.
For the Washington Nationals, center fielder, number 2, Denard Span.
He sends this one in the air towards center. One away. And now we'll take a quick look at the Mets. This is how they line up on the field. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Yeah, you got to keep an eye on David Wright. I mean, he makes so many spectacular plays at third base because he's such an athletic player. You know, most guys that play the corner infield aren't the most athletic players. David Wright doesn't fit in that category.
So with one down, let's watch Jason Worth.
Since their inception, the Nationals have been a punching bag for the Mets and the rest of the National League East. But last year, Mets and Nationals, a closely contested rivalry, the Nationals coming out on top.
Picked up by Tejada. 2 down. Just in time, but that's all that matters.
Let's get a look at this call at first base. You see it, the ball just beats him to the bag on a bang-bang play, but he's out.
We've got Harper in the box. Certainly this matchup, Steve, talking about Mets and Nationals, you would think with the level of talent the Nationals seemingly are putting together in young players, this may become an even better rivalry, John.
Yeah, they were able to win 10 of the 18 meetings between the clubs, and it was the first time ever that the Nationals took the season series. And the way things are going, it won't be the last.
And Harper, he laid into it. And goodbye home run. The Washington Nationals are on the scoreboard. The first run of the ball game. You'll have to get that on the big fly ball and a 1-0 lead.
Nationals getting done what they wanted to do here, Gary, getting back out in front, putting a lot of pressure on this pitcher. Now they're going to look to pad the lead.
It's hit foul by LaRoche.
Foul!
0-1, G kicks and delivers.
Strike 2.
And that's a strike. Adam LaRoche is going to have to take a defensive hitter's stance. Steve, they'd love to see their bats going here. You just love to get a big jump in a ball game.
Now, you know, you have to wonder whether nerves are a factor here in the first inning and affecting the way these pitchers are going at it.
Now with 2 down, they've got a man on board.
You see it coming up in the zone over the heart of the plate. Good piece of hitting, drives that ball.
Boy, if there's a pitch wants back, there's one right there.
Now it's good pitch recognition, good 2-strike approach.
And Desmond is in the batter's box. Lifetime 231 off Dylan G. That'll do it as they put that one away. Well, some early production here. 1 run across in the first. The Nationals on top, 1-0. And doing the pitching, it'll be Jordan Zimmerman. Washington has him starting. Steve, as he faces this Mets lineup today, what do you think his thoughts are?
Well, listen, Jordan Zimmerman worked his way back from Tommy John surgery in a big way. The velocity's come back on his fastball. The slider has great bite, maybe even better than before the surgery. And all of that results in outs and strikeouts.
That's on the outside corner, 0-2.
Oh, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
That's a great strikeout right there, Gary. 3 pitches, and he sits him down. How about that for efficiency?
All right, now we've got a moment to look at the lineup for the Mets. Now, John, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, he can get lost in the shuffle of the team that he's on, but day in and day out, Ike Davis produces. A big guy, he's going to be a huge power guy once he learns the pitchers in the league.
He takes that one. Zimmerman has him 0-1.
First full year back for Jordan Zimmerman after Tommy John surgery in 2010. You wondered how he would respond. He had his best season to date.
Strike 2. Daniel Murphy now down on the count. And what a confidence builder that has got to be for Zimmerman. You come back after the surgery, you really don't know whether you're going to be able to pitch again, and he had a magnificent year. That should make him even better this year.
Well, you're right. He comes back and he proves, okay, I can pitch here, and then he started getting better, and he realized, I'm still going to fulfill that potential that we knew I always had. Even the best hitters can hit a 96-mile-an-hour fastball if he doesn't get more movement on it than what he's throwing there.
You got a chance to check out the Nationals now. Let's see what their defense lines up as. John, who's a factor for them?
Well, athletic catchers to me has always been something I loved on a team. Kurt Suzuki is that guy. He's one of the more athletic catchers you're going to find. He can do a lot of things. He's very versatile behind the plate, and he's great at short hopping balls from outfielders or infielders to make tags on runners coming home. Kurt Suzuki can save some runs.
And it's a called strike to right. He is 3 for 16 lifetime against Jordan Zimmerman.
And sometimes you just don't pick up the ball out of a pitcher's hand, and this righty is one of those guys for this batter.
And that's a strike. David Wright going to have to take a defensive stance here.
Well, like a lot of hitters with 2 strikes, he's been very susceptible to the breaking ball. Let's see if he gets it.
Curveball, that tied him up in knots. Swung on and missed. Side retired. And a quick inning for Jordan Zimmerman. 3 strikeouts, and he's out of the inning. And coming up, we'll see the Nationals.
Coming to bat for the Washington
And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And this one's up the middle. Picked up by Tejada. And he throws on to first for the out, put away.
second base for ace, Danny Espinosa.
Here's Espinosa as he sets in.
Well, last year the Nationals had their best ever showing in their short history, a 3rd-place finish in the National League East. Doesn't sound like much, but it's a step forward, and really the first time they've shown some challenge since they were called the Montreal Expos.
2 away. And certainly with the younger players who are coming in and some players back who you know are going to be starters, it gives them a little better starting position in the season, Steve.
And listen, they're a much more complete team right now. The month of July, they were over 500 for the first time since 2005, and just 1 win short of getting to the 500 mark at the season's end.
And Suzuki's in the box. Nothing in 2 ABs against G. And that'll put Suzuki on first.
Well, 2 quick outs in the inning, you think maybe this is one of those quick innings and the other team gets in and they get some momentum, but he keeps the inning alive with that base hit.
And we've got Zimmerman batting. 4 years in the league. G with a windup. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Picked up by Tejada. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. Nationals 1, the Mets nothing. Big bats ready to make an appearance.